Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and this is an important video. As you know, today was Remembrance Day, the 11th of November. The 11th of November is an important day to our yearly calendar. It's known as Remembrance Day, remembering all of our soldiers who died while fighting for our freedoms in all wars, particularly in the First and Second World Wars. Memorial services are held everywhere on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Many of the soldiers, or veterans as you could so say, we have our World War II veterans. Some have survived, but some have sadly died, as any oneself can expect. And sadly all of the World War I veterans are inevitably extinct, which is just incredibly saddening, as anyone can imagine. But you know, they were incredibly old, the World War I vets, and there are none left. The last three surviving World War I veterans all died in 2009, and it's 2021 now. And in 2018, the 11th of November 2018, marked the 100th anniversary of the signing of the armistice. And the 11th of November 2023 will mark the 105th anniversary, and 2024 marks the 110th anniversary since the starting of the onset of World War I. Yes, but war is dreadful, war is awful. And one of my wonderful new friends, his late father, who died 40 years ago, I'm afraid, very, very sadly. He was a World War II veteran and lived throughout World War I. Who died in 1981, which was 40 years ago, age 69, just a few months shy of 70. He was a World War II veteran himself. And also my friend's late father, he was a World War II veteran as well. Born the same year as my friend's father, but died much later than my friend's father, who served, that's Dave Abel's father. His father served a lot of the war. Well, he certainly served a great deal of the wartime, World War II wartime effort, serving in India throughout a great deal of the Second World War, as he very openly said to me, along with a lot of my friends who view Dave and Sally. Yes, and he took great pride in the war effort, Dave Abel's father, he really did, and took it incredibly seriously, as all World War II soldiers did. Good for them. Yes, but the war is just awful. But Remembrance Day, as I may thoroughly repeat, it's highly vital. Remembrance Day is highly vital. Even if you or anyone or oneself is watching this video doesn't care about the fallen. But it's highly vital if I say this. All must remember that Remembrance Day is not about over-glorifying war. It's about the conflict which the soldiers sadly suffered through, a reminder of why we must never have world wars again. It's also a time to reflect the soldiers who had passed away as well, who defended our freedom for the better from other enemy troops and all that. It is really it's vitally important that all people are aware of that. It's so highly, vitally important all people know about it. Really it is. It really is. And also I used to live next door to a World War II veteran in my early years of living. As a little toddler, I lived next door to a World War II veteran, John, who I very much remember. But he died such a long time ago. He died, I think before 2010, very sadly. But I used to live next door to him. But he was a very, very elderly man at the time when I knew him. Very, very elderly. But there are some World War II veterans still alive as of now. But they are now either in their late hundreds, early hundreds, or very late 90s now, so they're very, very old. and there are really fewer of them now. And I think it's going to come to a point where all World War II veterans are going to be sadly all the more nothing but extinct. It's very sad when one thinks of it, but because they're so old, as anyone would know, you know. And it's vitally important that videos like this are uploaded ahead of what is going to be Remembrance Sunday on the 14th of November 2021. And Remembrance Sunday is always very important. But apologies, I've not got a poppy on. But the poppies are definitely a good sign and reminder for the awful effort of going through the war and all the rest of it. Awful. But thanks all for watching, and I really, really hoped all who watched this listened thoroughly to this video regarding Remembrance Day. And please let me know. I know some of you who are watching whose late fathers years before they sadly died were World War II veterans. But if there's any of you watching who had grandparents or great-grandparents as World War II veterans, please let me know what you thought. Please let me know in the comments down below. And please let me know how you always... Please let me know what your thoughts are on the importance of Remembrance Day, which I consider as a vitally important day to remember, a seriously, vitally important day for anyone to remember. Thanks all for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. And Remembrance Day, lest we forget. Bye-bye, everybody. From Foxy. Vitally important, Remembrance Day 2021 and beyond, lest we forget.